Excuse me, man. How did you get rich?
And a sellout of £1.5 billion. Not those cheap dollars.
Did you come from a lot of money? Did you come from a rich family?
No, I grew up, we spent some time living in a car, grew up in South Africa, struggled.
If me and you died tomorrow and you had one more guiding principle for your children, for the younger generation, what would that be?
Okay, here it is. Think about where you want to be in 30 years. Get a picture. Not exactly, but generally, what do you want your life to look like?
Number 1.
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am. How did you get rich? How did you get rich?
I created one of the greatest fitness products on the planet.
So you're a business owner.
More than a business owner. I also mastered the art of communication. I've sold over $2.5 billion worth of product.
Are you, wait, real quick, can I interview you for a minute? I go all over the world interviewing billionaires to help the younger generation.
I'm going to an event.
For 1 minute, is that okay? It'll be worth it. I've interviewed 40 billionaires in the last 4 years. Can I get 1 minute with you?
Yes, you can, absolutely.
Is that okay?
That's a good pitch, by the way, see? It works.
Did you come from a lot of money?
Absolutely not. Flat out broke. But I'm going to tell you something. I also raised a little boy from South Central. I had him for 12 years of my life, and he was murdered. People hit rock bottom all the time. Most of them stay there, get comfortable, build a couch and a house down there. Don't do that. The best thing in life you can do is go down and spring right back up.
And that's exactly what you did.
Oh, I've done it more than once. Life happens for you, not to you.
Were you good at sales?
I'm one of the best that's ever been on the planet. That's what I do. You know what pitching is?
Yeah.
Getting someone to say yes. Because if you can get one yes, you can get a credit card.
That's game right there.
I realized at a very early age, if you can communicate what you want, if you can persuade someone else to say yes to you, you win.
Your parents were broke.
Yeah.
If you could go back in time and give your parents one piece of advice, what would that be?
I love that question. Thank you for asking that.
Guys,
oh, hey.
We have to stop filming to protect the privacy of our guests.
Yeah.
I like getting kicked out of places.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you why. Don't ask for permission. Ask for forgiveness.
Yeah.
Something that nobody knows. Oh, I don't know if I should tell you this. I was an actress early on in my career, and I couldn't find an agent. I was chased around a lot of desks. There was no Me Too movement. There was no protection for people like me. There was the casting couch. And so I created my own manager. I literally figured out how actors get hired, and I created a woman called Lindsay Maxwell and a company called Creative Management, CMA. And for 3 years, I represented myself. I got my own gigs. So don't wait. And I didn't ask anybody for permission because sometimes the rules don't work for you. And is that okay? I don't know. Break them and find out.
So what's your name?
What's my name? My name is Dr. Forbes Riley. Forbes is in the magazines.
Did you have people that doubted you in business?
Everybody doubted me. Nobody thought I was going to be successful. In fact, I was made fun of on television. There was a TV series called Pitch Men. They literally said my product would never work. I've sold $1 million a day on home shopping, 2.5 million of something that they said wouldn't work.
How do you know?
You're not supposed to ask a woman how old she is.
How old are you?
Oh my goodness. All right, I'm turning 66 and I'm just getting started.
I would have guessed 35.
Oh, see, now that's a... oh, yeah, you are a charmer. You're an innate pitcher. I got to tell you, I very rarely met somebody who can pitch as well as I did. I think you may be that guy.
If me and you died tomorrow and you had one more message to leave with the younger generation, what would that be?
You know, I don't know if you get to live more than once, but if you live right the first time, once is enough.
I love that. You have amazing advice. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate that. And I connect with all the billionaires I interview. Could I get your contact?
Absolutely.
Number 2.
All right, so guys, so we are right now headed to go meet up with our next billionaire. But this billionaire is not from the United States. He's not from America. No. He's from the UK. And he created and built the largest phone retailer in all of the United Kingdom. One of the biggest ones in Europe, I believe. He sold his company back in 2006 for $1.6 billion. And according to Forbes, he's worth over $3 billion worth of bees. So we're about to link up with another billionaire to figure out if the sacrifice and what it took to become a billionaire was really worth it. Let's go see what he says. What's going on, guys? How you doing? John, how you doing, my friend? I'm James. Great to meet you, my friend. Thanks for coming out to do an interview, man. I really appreciate that, man. John, I have one rule for all my interviews. There's no holding back at all. We're going to give the younger generation a blueprint on how to really become successful and make it in today's world like you did. Can we make that happen?
We can try.
What was your main business for the people that don't know?
Right, so for the people that don't know, and of course they won't know because all my business was UK-centric and European-centric, and that was mobile phones. And it was every aspect of mobile phones right the way through from service provision, retailing, distribution, wholesale. It was everything. And I built that up from 1986 to 2006, from one man right the way through to 12,000 people, and a sellout of £1.5 billion. Not those cheap dollars, pounds.
The pounds, my man. My man, I appreciate that, man. Well, hey, they're about to get $1 billion worth of game from you right here, my man. So let's make it happen. Did you come from a lot of money? Like, were your parents rich?
Well, my dad was a travelling salesman, and my mother was a post-room manager, so I suppose you could say definitely not.
Did 20-year-old you have any idea that you were going to become a billionaire?
No. You know, I grew up in the back streets of Stoke-on-Trent in a tiny little house. I had no money and no inspiration. There's nobody around me to inspire me at all. So no, I had no clue. I always knew I was going to be successful.
Why?
A childhood dream I had when I was 8 years old. And my dream was that I would be driving around in a chauffeur-driven Rolls-Royce, handing £5 notes out to poor people. And that dream had to be fulfilled. But in fulfilling that dream, nowhere in that dream was I a billionaire. You know, I was just successful and wealthy and charitable.
So you've made billions of dollars throughout your career. You're 73 now.
Yeah.
Are you happy today?
You know, happiness is a relative subject, isn't it? You know, I'm always challenged and I'm happy when I achieve challenges. So, for instance, on the 19th of July, I'm doing something that's impossible for me, which is the Étape de Tour, the Tour de France cycling race up in the Alps. It's an impossible challenge for me. If I achieve anywhere near that, I'll be quite happy. And then life is full of happiness and full of sadness and full of issues. So, yeah, I'm overall happy, but I'm not a contented person. I'm always struggling to achieve the next thing.
And you mentioned your dad was a travel salesman. Are you a good salesman?
I don't think you're going to get to where I am without being a good salesman.
So what was your secret to sales? If you could give me one piece of sales advice that's not taught in a textbook or business
Integrity.
school, you got to keep your word.
Beyond that, when people used to ask me what are these mobile phones like, I would say they're absolutely dreadful. I said there'll be times when all you want to do is throw it on the floor and stamp on it. And they said, well, that's strange. The guy down the road who I've been to said that they're perfect. They're just like the ordinary home telephone. I said, well, that's complete rubbish. I said, they're absolutely dreadful. But if you need one, what are you going to do? It's a unique piece of equipment and you're going to buy one, but expect it to be not very good. And I never lost a sale ever because the truth. And that was the truth. But I used the truth to my advantage to gain credibility with the customer. So the guy down the road that had told him it was just like using a home telephone lost all his credibility as a result of me telling them that it was rubbish.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, taxes are crazy in the UK. Do you have a tax hack for anybody in business?
I believe that you should pay your taxes in the country that you've made your money in. There's a lack of humanitarianism on this planet.
So you paid your taxes?
I paid all my taxes on the sale of the business and everything.
What's the most amount of money you paid in taxes in 1 year?
200 million.
You paid 200 million in taxes?
Yeah. And I could have avoided it.
How?
By moving to Monaco.
Why did you not do that?
Because I feel that the poor people need help.
So you did it for the goodness of other people?
Well, I didn't want to leave the UK. I support the UK. You know, I'm very patriotic. And if I take my money away from the UK, then what does society do? What happens to the country?
But would you say that most billionaires would not choose to do that and they'd be a little bit more greedy?
By and large, yes, to some extent. I don't find many people that properly agree with me. One of the favourite arguments that they give me is, well, don't pay your tax, go to Monaco and give even more to charity. But the people that say that, surprisingly, avoid the tax and don't give a lot to charity or anything. I just think we all have to work harder to make the human race better, to make the planet better.
John, if me and you died tomorrow and you had one more message to leave with the younger generation, what would that be?
To the younger generation?
One more message. Give me the best life advice you could give to them in these last 20 seconds.
Like I told my kids, really, which is, I'm not bothered about you being rich. I want you to leave the world a better place than you found it and be happy. And if on top of that you can be very successful in your career, in your money making, then that's utopia. But at least try and be happy and leave the world a better place than you found it.
Can I tell you something? I've done over 1,000 interviews. I've interviewed over 40 billionaires. This is one of the best interviews I've ever done in my life, man.
You tell everybody that.
No, I promise you I don't. You can ask them. Thank you so much for your time, man.
Pleasure.
This was incredible, man. I connect with all the billionaires I interview. Could I get your contact?
Sure.
Number 3.
Hey, you interview billionaires, right?
What's that?
You interview billionaires.
Yeah.
You're missing the richest guy here.
Who?
My dad.
He's here right now?
He's here. My
What did
father's
he
here
do?
right now? He's in healthcare, sold the company for a lot of money.
How much?
Almost $500 million.
$500 million? You want to get him real quick?
I can grab him right now.
Bring him out here.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Hey, $500 million is crazy. It's a lot of money. $500 million is crazy.
5 years ago.
Sir, how did you get rich?
What's that?
How did you get rich? What'd you do?
I've built some healthcare businesses.
Healthcare companies.
Yes.
What was the most amount of money you made in a single year?
5 years ago, we sold a business for 460 million that we started from scratch.
Almost $500 million.
Sounds right.
So he wasn't lying.
He wasn't.
Hey, can I interview you for a minute? I interview billionaires all over the world to help the younger generation.
With pleasure.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
Did you come from a lot of money? Did you come from a rich family?
No, I grew up, we spent some time living in a car, grew up in South Africa, struggled. Father kicked us out the house. We had to live all sorts of places, and so to come and experience the American dream has been incredible.
Is the American dream still alive and well?
Oh my gosh, it is real, it is alive, and I'm surrounded by people who are living it. I'm the poorest of my friends, believe it or not.
But you have to surround yourself with rich people.
Absolutely. You need people that can help you grow, help you get past where you are today. I don't want that to be my greatest success. I want to have a bigger impact, build bigger businesses, help more people.
I love that. Is this your son, right? This is your son.
This is my boy, Clint Jr.
Yeah.
He calls me Little Clint now because he's outgrown me.
Let me ask you this right here. Do you believe in God?
I sure do. I'm a devout Christian. I owe everything I have to Jesus Christ, and it's been the journey of a lifetime.
And I love it. You're not afraid to say that either.
No, I mean, I'm so grateful. How can I not mention it? To think that I did this by myself would be a huge mistake.
So how did you know God was real?
Well, he showed up for me again and again. I grew up, even though we didn't know where we could live, there was always the sense that God had a bigger purpose, that he had a plan, that he loved me. So it just gave me confidence to start a business, to take a risk, to know that there was the favor of God coming behind me and going ahead of me.
So what was your turning point to financial freedom? Because you mentioned that you slept in a car at one point in your life. What was your turning point to financial freedom early on?
Well, you know, it really all came at the same time. I was working, getting about $120,000 salary, trying to put this guy through private school and give my 3 kids the best of opportunities. And we didn't know if we were really going to make it. And financial freedom came one day in a massive check.
What was the amount?
Well, the business sold for $460 million. I owned about half.
You own about half the company, so you're worth well into the 9 figures.
You know, more than I deserve, and I'm just getting started.
How do you feel about AI?
Oh man, very exciting. I mean, scared. I think everybody has to have a healthy fear of just how much change it can cause so quickly. But in healthcare, we're jumping on it and say, hey, if we can help more people in a less expensive way, make a bigger difference in their life, we are going to be in the very center of it.
So you're using AI in all your businesses?
Absolutely.
Have you heard about Plot AI?
Yes.
You have? Is this right here?
Okay.
This records all of my conversations, all my meetings. So that way literally it transcribes it for you and it tells you everything that you need to know from it.
That's phenomenal. That's a great use case of AI.
This is Plot's newest note taker, and all the people in my company, I make sure that they have one.
That's something I could put on all of our doctors.
Everybody. But every entrepreneur having a business, they need to have one.
Absolutely. In the business of information, all of us are in the business of extracting information. We're trying to find those nuggets, whether in healthcare, whether learning from people. I'm trying to get better every day, so I love the idea of that.
How old is your son right here?
He is 21.
21.
Yes.
So if you had to give him one piece of advice to become a millionaire in today's world, what would you tell him?
My boy, understand your God-given purpose and go after it with all your heart. That's it.
And then surround yourself with a lot of other billionaires.
Oh my gosh, you need to surround yourself with incredible people. If your friends think you're amazing, you're in the wrong circle. I like to be in the room where I'm the least most important person. Then I know I'm in the right room because my gosh, I'm gonna learn. My investors, they're not impressed by me. Sure, some of them got 75x in their first investment. They're not impressed. They're waiting to see what I do next. They're like, you better prove yourself, buddy.
So you can't get comfortable is what you're saying.
I can't get comfortable. I listen to a book a week. I listen to podcasts.
What was the #1 book that changed your life?
Obviously the Bible. Second to the Bible, Purpose-Driven Life. In the first words of the book, it starts with, it's not about you. Game changer. Because everybody's telling you, you are the most important thing, you're so amazing, all those pieces. No, it's not about you. It's about something much bigger. If you really want to change the world, you got to understand, it's not about you. I'm the least important. It's about what I can do for others.
Did you face a lot of rejection when you were starting out?
Oh my gosh. Rejection just starts to become the norm. In fact, if there's a day you haven't been rejected, you're like, I'm probably not trying things. When you're looking for success, you're going to make a lot of people uncomfortable. Yeah. They don't like the fact that you're reading more, working harder, trying harder, taking more risks. People don't like that. So it's easier to reject you, push you away. You have to expect to hear no every day. If you aren't hearing no and feeling embarrassed, you ain't trying.
But you can't worry about what people think about you.
I like to say when you're 20, you're worried about what people are going to think. At 40, you stop worrying what people think. At 60, you realize they weren't even thinking about you in the first place. So I'm adopting that 60-year-old mindset and trying to really act on that sooner.
I love that. You have amazing advice, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
You pulled it out of me.
And I connect with all the millionaires and billionaires I interview. Could I get your contact?
Absolutely.
Number 4.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, is this your fry?
Yeah.
How did you get a Ferrari?
My wife bought it for me for my 50th birthday. She said, honey, I've done all the research and this is the cheapest midlife crisis you can have.
But how did you get rich? Like, are you a business owner?
Yeah, you have to be a business owner.
What was your main business?
Most recently oil and gas, but I'm also in real estate.
How long have you been a business owner?
35 years.
Do you think I could interview for 1 minute? I go all over the world interviewing millionaires and billionaires on their advice to the younger generation.
What do you want to talk about?
Just everything, business, how you got successful.
Yeah, I got 5 minutes.
Is that okay?
Sure.
How did you get into oil and gas?
Oh, I watched The Prize many years ago and saw that it's a boom-bust business. When it's booming, people think it will never bust, and when it busts, I think it'll never come back. And I decided next time it busted, I was going to buy it, and then I'd remember when it was booming that it wouldn't last forever.
What was the most amount of money you made in a year?
A little over $40 million.
$40 million.
Yeah.
Did you come from a lot of money?
No. When I was a kid, my house was heated with a wood stove. I worked in my lunchroom as a kid so that I could get free lunch. But that motivated me. I knew I didn't want to be poor my whole life.
What was the most life-changing advice that you ever received? I want you to think about a conversation that you had at a time maybe you were unsure.
Yeah, okay, it was the first deal I made. I had maxed out my credit cards, $70,000, which was more money than I'd ever seen. And I bought all these distressed loans from failed savings and loans. And I bought $1.6 million worth of loans for $64,000. And I'm thinking, holy smokes, what have I done? And I called this friend, and he is about 11 years older than me. And he's like, Steve, the first deal is the hardest. He said, it will never be this hard again, and you'll never feel this bad again. And he was right. But he said, you've done your research, you've done your homework, you'll probably be fine. And it turned out great.
What do you think is the best industry people should be getting into right now?
Something where they have an edge. In my view, if everybody thinks it's a great idea, you missed it. At least for me, all of my great investments, whenever I've made them, people thought I was crazy. Once people realize it's a great idea, then it's priced into what you're paying, and you missed it.
Did you have anyone that doubted you?
Oh yeah, everybody doubted me. I mean, come on, I was a poor kid from Bountiful, Utah. The good news is the most important person didn't doubt me, and that was my wife. She always believed in me, even when everybody else may not have.
How did you find your life partner?
I dated her older sister in high school, and she dated my little brother.
That's not a real story, is it?
That is a true story.
How old are you?
61.
Do you believe in God?
Yeah, absolutely.
Has faith been important?
Oh, yeah, really important. For me, having a car like this it's fun, but this isn't what it means to be rich. Being rich is having a wonderful life, and money is a nice part of it, but it's only a part of it. I mean, you've probably met lots of rich people that don't have really good lives because money doesn't make your life perfect. You need a balanced life, and you need the other things that are even more important than money. But I like money. It's fun to have, and I'm glad I have it.
Do you think everybody's built for entrepreneurship?
No, I don't think so. I think some people need a boss, they need to be managed. And I think people can figure out if they're that kind of person or not. I think it's, though, can you live with uncertainty and you have enough confidence in yourself to get through those dry times?
You're 61 today. If me and you died tomorrow and you had one more guiding principle for your children, for the younger generation, what would that be?
Okay, here it is. Think about where you want to be in 30 years. Get a picture. Not exactly, but generally, what do you want your life to look like? And then work backwards. If you do it that way, it becomes far more obvious what you should be doing today when you work backwards like that.
Reverse engineer.
Yeah. Think about the test. When you knew what was going to be on the test, how did you do?
Good.
You crushed it. And so the nice thing about life is we get to plan our own life. We get to build our own life. And your life can look like whatever you want it to look like. You just need to figure out what that is. And I think one of the problems is people don't give that enough consideration, and they're not deliberate about it. They just kind of live by the seat of their pants.
You got amazing advice, sir.
Well, you tell my teenagers that.
Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you.